Hello, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Hermes Plein Balm and also the Radiant Powder, which I am curious to try. And I'm also going to be using some the new lipsticks that Merit sent to me to try, which I'm very grateful. I'm going to be trying those two. I won't be trying any bronzers, blushes, or highlighter because I want to just try the balm on my skin by itself and see how it performs on its own. It is described online. Let me show you guys if in case you haven't seen it. I got the shade 10 Coquillage. It is a natural enhancing complexion balm with SPF 30. In the Suffrage's website, it is said it's described as a natural enhancing complexion balm. It is filled with everything you need to achieve a radiant complexion. The powder, it came like this, just in a cardboard box, and then the powder did come in the orange Hermes box, which is known for. If you recall, the lipsticks also came in the same color packaging, and the powder does look very similar to the blushes. And I got the shade 02 Mirage. Oh, by the way, the complexion balm, it is made in Japan and it has a 6-month shelf life, 40 milliliters, 1.35 fluid ounce. And the powder is 12 months shelf life, and I think it's made in France. I'm sorry, made in Italy. And this is what it looks like. The Plein Air Radiant Glow Powder is 8.5 grams. It says to apply the Radiant Glow Powder to bare skin or after the complexion balm with fingers or the Rose Hermes blush brush to illuminate the cheekbones, temples, bridge of the nose, and cupid's bow. So it's kind of like a highlighter. I thought it was going to be like a powder for all the face, but I guess you can. I'll try it out to see how it looks. It says it enhances your natural shine, formulated with emollients for a softer appearance. Alright, sounds good. Now I gotta say something negative about these products so far. I haven't tried the products yet, but I have to say that I was expecting a little bit more luxurious packaging, considering that it is Hermes and that is kind of pricey for what it is. So I was expecting maybe a little bit more, a better packaging, but you know, it is what it is. It is refillable. It does have like the little holes in the back so you could poke it out, and refill it. And I guess that's a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to start with that. My skin today is not looking good. I woke up with a bunch of little red little spots. I don't expect this to be high coverage, of course not. It's light coverage, maybe even lighter than a tinted moisturizer. I don't know. So let's see how it looks. Oh, and in the cap, it does have the Hermes emblem. It's not going to pick it up because it's white, but you might see it. There's the H, and then there's the emblem around it. Alright, so let's start. I'm going to put it in the back of my hand, and then I'll apply it with my Beekeeper foundation brush. This is what it looks like. It is not runny. It's kind of thick. And it just smells fresh. It does have like a slight scent, but I can't pick it up what it is. Just very fresh. So I'm going to do half on my face first and do a comparison with my other half. I am doing a full day wear test today. It's almost 10 a.m. in the morning. And I am going to go to work. I'm going to go see a client. So I'll be back at nighttime and I'll do a final check-in, or just a check-in, to see how I performed after the work. Now, it does say online that it's for 8 hours. 8 hours coverage. That's the promise, which is not a lot, but let's see. Okay, off the bat, you do see there is a glow, but very little coverage, which I don't mind because I do like light coverage. And I wonder how it compares to my favorite tinted moisturizers, and that could be maybe an idea for a future video, a side-by-side comparison with, let's say, the Laura Mercier Light Revealer, which it's been my favorite tinted moisturizer lately. I could do a side-by-side comparison and see how they perform. So there we have side-by-side. I really don't see a lot of coverage or a difference in when it comes to coverage. I can still see my skin and my little red spots. Maybe this is better for one of those days when my skin is really clear, because I don't see it covering anything that much. But there is a slight difference from side to side, very slight. So now I'm going to do the other half and I'll come back for the powder and the rest of the makeup. Okay, so I'm back. Now I have it on both sides. Let's go in with the powder. I'm going to do the swatching in the back of my hand. It's very light. It's a very light powder, so I think I'm not going to use it as a highlighter. I'm just going to use it as a powder all over the skin. So there you see it a little bit more. Okay, so to apply that powder, I think I'm going to use Refer Brush number 22. Maybe this is like a highlighter blush brush, but I think I think it's lovely. I love this brush. So I'm just going to pick up some and apply. Let's apply it first here on the cheek area, and then I'm going to apply everywhere. Now, I think because it is radiant, it's going to bring out a little bit more of the texture that you already have. Let me use another brush, a more fluffy brush. I'm going to use my Beekeeper 105 brush and just go slowly all over the skin like that, especially around where I usually highlight. So yeah, it does have a shimmer, a radiance. It is pretty. Now, going back to the balm, I do see that it's a little bit creasing up here on my nose, and I didn't put concealer, so I'm going to put concealer now. I don't have a new concealer. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty concealer. I should have done this before the powder, but I didn't realize. I was in a hurry to try the powder. I'll pick up my Rose Ink Dual Complexion brush. So yeah, it's creasing up a little bit here on the nose. So yeah, that powder is a little bit more highlighting than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to go back with that brush I used for the complexion balm and try to bring it down just a little bit. And I think now we're good. So far, to be completely honest, like I always am, I don't see anything outstanding from this balm in comparison to other tinted moisturizers or even really light coverage or cushion foundations that are light coverage in general. I don't see anything that makes it extraordinary. I did expect it to be better than the most because of the price point and because it is Hermes. And it's light coverage, but it did cover most of my red spots, and it's even around my skin. So far so good. So now I want to try a new product for me. It's from Bobbi Brown. I do want to put something on my eyes. I got two of the Luxe eyeshadow foils in the shade Sun Dip and Opalescent. So let me open them up, and I think I'm just gonna choose one of the shades and apply it over the lid. But let me swatch them and show you. They're both beautiful. One is like a champagne color and the other one is more like a gold shimmer. I'm gonna swatch them in the back of my hand and then decide which of the two I want to use today. So I'm gonna do it right here. I don't have any highlighter here. Very nice. Applies so evenly, so beautifully, so smoothly. They're both really pretty. I think I'm gonna stick with the light one today. Maybe I could try both. I keep on switching back and forth. I'm gonna try both. I'm gonna try the golden one in the outer half, and then the champagne one in my inner half. And I am gonna apply it with my finger. It's very light. I mean, just a quick look. I'm gonna get a clean fluffy brush, any brush, but just flush out here the edges. And just add some color to my eyes. I'm gonna do the same now on my other eye. Apply some mascara because I don't have any mascara for now. Apply mascara and I'll come back final for the lipsticks. Okay, so eyes are done. Those shimmers are really pretty. I am very impressed. I might go back and pick up a few more shades because they apply so beautiful. There's no fallout. I did apply with my finger because they're shimmers, but they are so pretty. And for mascara, I put on some of the Merit mascara. I haven't used it in a few days, and I am going to be using or swatching the new Merit lipsticks that they were sent to me. And if you haven't seen them, this is what they look like. And I got two shades. I chose two shades, the shade Cabo, I'm sorry, Cabo, and The other one is, I think it's called Slip. Yes, let me show you the shades. So this is Cabo, and this is Slip. Cabo is like a red, like a burnt orange, and Slip is more like a brown nude. I am gonna swatch both right now on my lips. They're so creamy and they're not highly pigmented. They're a little bit sheer, but I love it like that, and it's just really smooth. So I'm gonna start with Cabo, which is the burnt orange one, and then I'll finish off with Slip because that's the one I want to leave on for work today. So let's do this one first. It feels so lovely. I do love the lip oils, so I was excited when I found out they were going to come out with the new lipsticks, because I thought, well, if I love the lip oils, I'm going to love the lipsticks too, and I'm not disappointed. They feel so nice on the lips. Almost like if you have nothing on. And they're not like shiny, and they're not matte either. It's between a matte and a satin. I think they're beautiful, and it's a beautiful shade. It feels so nice on the lips. I'm gonna take it off now because I do want to try on the other shade. So take a last look at Cabo. So there is Slip. It looks a little bit darker in the camera than in person, but it could be just me or the light. I love the shade. It's like a nude, a brown nude. It reminds me a little bit in the color to the, what's it called? I think it's Gucci Linnet Stone. A little bit, but the formula, this one is a little bit more like emollient. The Gucci one is more shiny, if that makes any sense. This one's more like skin-like. Feels very comfortable. Like it's slippery, but not too slippery. It's perfect. And I just feel like my lips are a little bit smoother. That is all I wanted to try for today. I do want to come back later on and show you my face after 10 hours or so. I know the coverage is only for 8 hours supposedly for the tint, the Hermès tint, but I am gonna come back like around in 10 hours or so and sit down here and show you how my skin looks. As of now, like I said earlier, I don't see anything out of the ordinary compared to other tinted moisturizers or even cushion foundations. I mean, it's not bad, it looks really pretty, but I don't think it doesn't wow me, because I could get probably a better coverage from the tinted moisturizer from Laura Mercier, for example. I mean, there's nothing extraordinary, and it has a slight glow, but that powder really helped to have more glow. It's not as glowy as other that I've used. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna come back later and give you my final thoughts. So I'll see you guys around. Hello, welcome back. My hair is a mess. I just came from work. It's about 7:30, 7:28 to be exact. So it's been almost 10 hours that I've had this makeup on. I haven't retouched, I haven't done anything, and let me do a close-up, or look at a close-up of the Hermes. The balm is mainly what I'm gonna be looking at. I'm not a fan. I'm actually a little bit disappointed. The color changed a little bit here. My skin feels drier. I have some creasiness here around my nose. It's not even like a tinted moisturizer. I think it's more like a tinted SPF, something like that. For the price point, not that I'm complaining, because I do love luxury beauty and that's what I do, luxury skincare and makeup, but I do have to say that for the price point, for being a luxury brand like Hermes, it's not, their quality is not at par to the brand or to the price point, and that's of course my personal opinion. I don't see anything extraordinary. Actually, my face is a little bit more drier than, it's just a little bit dry, and it doesn't have a lot of coverage, so I don't know. Now the radiant glow is still there. It's still radiating. It's still really pretty here on the skin, and then you can see my pores. like accentuated. So I don't know, I'm gonna still keep on using it. I'm gonna be using it with different, maybe another with a primer, a moisturizing primer, something that would help it. But as of now, if you would ask me right now if I like it, I really don't like it. I'll probably give it like a 5 or 6 from 1 through 10, because it's not completely bad or awful, but it's not what I expected. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. I still prefer my Laura Mercier tinted moisturizers. Any of the 3, they're wonderful. Or even a cushion foundation, which is light coverage, something like that. It's much better than this. Or even my glow screen from Supergoop. I think it's much prettier because it doesn't have a lot of coverage, but at least it gives me a lot of glow. So this is my opinion. Of course, you decide whatever you think is best for you, because skincare, makeup, and beauty in general is subjective. It's whatever you like, because what might work for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So you have to try on your own and make your own assumptions and your own decisions and final thoughts. And about the eyeshadows, they're fine. They're really pretty. The color has worn off just a little bit, but then I don't see anything, no fallout on my face. At least I didn't see any. There's no fallout. It pretty much stayed in place. The single eyeshadows from Bobbi Brown, those I enjoyed, and the Merit lipsticks, I loved the way they felt, but I didn't reapply. I gotta say that I had lunch around 2 o'clock and I still had lipstick on, which is really impressive, being that it's more like between a balm and a lipstick. It's a lipstick, but it's like very sheer, very buttery. So I had it on for about 6 hours, more or less, and I still had makeup on, lipstick on. So that was impressive for me, and I had to bring that up. I am going to leave links of everything that I mentioned today and used today on my face. I'm going to leave them down below in the description box for you guys. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.